starting off with some really nice, absolutely beautiful keys that all have the labels done on them.
Okay, that's a $3,400 9.8.
I didn't know that.
That's insanity.
Right?
Well, I mean, I feel like it's retained its price since like COVID bump, right?
Okay, but I didn't think that was the price. The same price as a Spidey 300. Like, it's a good cover. It's like iconic, but
but nothing happens in the story to make it like an
yeah,
awesome key, right? Like, there's no first appearances, or
I'm
there's
okay,
no.
I'm okay with that.
No, for classic or previous sales.
Dude, that's all I would have been looking for is newsstands of that. Right? Try to get like 39/8, call it a day.
Retire. I retired off of Hulk 340.
Okay, after divorce, bro. What are you talking about? Retire. That'll never happen.
Yeah,
that's true. I'll probably still be like 98, still like trying to sell something like, you want to
100%.
buy like my pills?
Hey man, I was selling it at Swap Meet when I was 11. Right? I'll never quit this. That's down from 3,700. All right.
yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
Talk about missing out. I never thought. And 4,000 in 2023, 4,000 in 2022, 4,000 in 2021. Okay, never mind. I take it all back.
That 9.8 for the 340, is that? Are you talking about the 300 or the 340?
340.
Yeah.
Well, that's one that surprised me. That 9.8 on 300 is way down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, you know what we missed that I just saw though in February, or maybe we didn't miss it and I was near. I don't know. February of this year, newsstand Mark Jewelers Hulk 340 9.8, $15,000.
Wow.
$14,999.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Unsurprising. I think I sold my Deadpool too cheap.
Dude,
I thought you got around that for the New Mutants 98.
Yeah, it's like around 18. But
yeah.
Still. Okay. But still, for this just the cover and the first Deadpool?
Right.
Not the same. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you would assume that the print counts are probably like close to the same.
Yeah, Liefeld McFarlane. I mean, cool.
During that time period.
Yeah, man.
I wish Hood was here. He would be hating life right now. He'd be going crazy. New Marvel now, 0.1. The second print, a 9.8, sold for $460.
But he sold one for 10 times that, so he can't ever complain.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, didn't he? Like, even though he has like
literally 10 times that.
Yeah, and then he has 4 more still. So like,
he's mad that he's got the 4 more. That's the problem. Yeah, because I'm mad that I've got 2 of them that I didn't sell.
Yeah,
that price correction isn't that bad, but that is pretty bad considering, I don't know, her movie drops on what, the 10th?
You know who told me something very interesting? Ronnie, Comics World Florida, said that when he was in the hospital, I guess the girl that plays Kamala Khan stopped by and talked to the kids in the hospital or something. She did it 2 days of the week he was there or something, and that's pretty damn cool. And he said that they just were in love with her, but I don't know, man. I think that's a character that they plan on staying. You know, they plan on just running with that character. So
she's gonna be around. She's gonna be around because if you watch the kid shows right now, all these characters are ingrained in all the kid shows. Even in Riri's in my 5-year-old is watching shows with Riri.
Yep.
Well, and then isn't she like co-writing a Marvel book anyway, a Miss Marvel book anyways?
She might be.
Yeah. Or she's like on the writing team or whatever. I mean, I don't think she's like yeah.
Yep. But for $460, man, jeez.
Would you buy in at that price?
Listen, I'm going to say something.
First appearance, I'd buy the CM17 second.
Man, I see some of the prices that I see going through market reports and looking at weeks of sales, and it's disheartening sometimes, man. It's disheartening, dude. I mean, that you know, but this is interesting. This Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows 1 in 50. I did not realize that was a 300 plus book. Raw. I did not.
Okay. I don't know if I'm crazy or if there is a renewed level in the Campbell stuff. You know, the one that we all grabbed at San Diego was a really, really, really good cover. I'm seeing people still starting to buy Campbell stuff. I don't know it's because I like Campbell, because I pay attention to his books, because I buy and sell his books, etc. I don't know if that's the reason, but he seems to be maintaining a pretty decent stuff on some of these books like this. So I definitely did not know that this particular one was $326 at auction in this current day and age, only $100 less than the point now second of Kamala. You know,
Yeah. It's wild.
Well, Campbell always had a giant fan base in the first place, anyways, and then it keeps on growing at this point. So like, I'm sure people fall out of Campbell, and then another dope cover comes out, and then I'm like, oh, I have to have that, and then the cycle continues again, right? So it could just be a resurgence of him, especially with like, you know, his proteges being out there too, like John Royal and whoever else.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, he would even respond in the Facebook days for the original CBSI stuff. I mean, literally, we definitely helped build a healthy following on his variants. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around that fact.
In the flip side days, I was trying to get John Tyler Christopher to show up to a show, and he would actually respond to my messages on like just whatever I was trying to communicate with him. I think it was through Facebook, but we were actually to the point where we were scheduling a show and stuff like that, and then he just couldn't make it. So, but
he got Peach Momoko'd, or maybe she got John Tyler Christopher'd.
Well, JTC, dude, he would even hook up on. He sent early links out to CBSI people in the first place.
Yep.
We got in on a lot of shit, like those Star Wars 4 Boba Fett action figure covers.
Oh yeah.
That guy, dude, he knew where some of the love came from. He hooked it up.
Yeah.
I always want to find one of these Fast Willie Jacksons, just digging through a long box somewhere. A 9.6 sold for $455. I feel like that was like 4 times that in high grade, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, it had to have been.
Yeah, that's a tough book. Next, we've got some tough Spawn books showing back up on the list. We've got the 222 Kudransky variant, which was always like the rarest of the rare, but sold for $1,000 in 9.6. And then these were the books that Sean was talking about, BigLegg was talking about last week. The Spawn 185 headless variant in a 9.4 sold for $355. Yeah,
I've been all over that in a 9.4.
Yeah,
that one's tough. I've always really enjoyed that one. Oof, that Kudransky 9.6 for $1,000 also. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Or Kudransky, yeah, I know I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That could possibly be the rarest. That could possibly be the rarest Spawn.
Wow.
A 227 9.8 sold for $1,200.
That makes sense.
A 189 sketch and a 9.4 sold for $1,530.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah. And then Strange Academy won the 1 in 50 Opena, which is so beautiful. In 9.8, it's still at $1,000, which is pretty damn good for that book.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I feel like 1,000 was its high, and it's still there. So, Planetary #1. I've never seen this book. Have you guys ever seen? Is this a variant of Planetary #1? I don't remember Planetary #1 looking like that. And it's signed by John Cassidy, and it's a 9/8 signature series sold for $1,300.
It's crazy.
£1,300.
That's my absolute favorite series.
Really?
But, like,
Really?
$1,300. It's crazy price.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good series, man. Old school. That blows me away.
So is that that's just the regular cover, huh?
Yeah. I've never seen. I don't remember it looking like that though.
Oh, from what I can see, it looks like that.
Yeah.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Does it?
But a signature series for $13.74. That's pounds. Imagine, right? Or is that Canadian? It would say Canadian, right?
Well,
Did they
I
change it?
thought they
if
put
it's Australian, it's like half that.
I thought if they when it's slanted like that, it's translated from a different currency or something like that.
Okay. Okay. That
So
makes
I
sense.
think that's a U.S. price, if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken.
Okay, that makes sense. I remember we were talking about this book last month. Like it was selling for ridiculous amounts, and now you can get a 9/8 for less than $400. The Tarot #1, 1 in 50 Nakayama.
Oof! Wow.
Yeah, I felt like this wasn't this selling for like ridiculous amounts a few months ago? Or am I thinking of a different Scarlet Witch book? Maybe I'm thinking of a different Scarlet Witch book, but still,
But do you think it's because he overplayed himself with that, like the Infinity cover or whatever it's called,
don't know,
he's not
man.
repeating?
I don't know. I think that Nakayama covers that look like this should go for a premium because it's not his normal vibe. Like if you look at Nakayama covers that he's doing now for Poison Ivy, he's got a different design element that he's playing with, and it's so much better, dude. And he was great to begin with, obviously, but the shit that he's doing for Poison Ivy right now, oh man, it's fantastic. So it's a different vibe than his normal stuff, but I don't know. That Taskmaster 3, the famous Taiguchi first appearance, and killer cover by Alan Davis. Tough book.
I think that's like back down to the price when it was first released.
Out the gate, yeah.
200 raw for a long time.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if anybody has had a chance to have one in their hands or Zoom, that cover is better than it looks.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I've never actually had one, but I've pressed a handful.
Mm-hmm.
Also, to be honest with you, I don't know if it's just the copies I got sent. Like they're not perfect. And these weren't from dealers. These are from collectors that I'm talking about. So I don't know, but that thing looks cool as shit in hand. That whole Taskmaster deal.
Yeah. And there's a newsstand 9/8 of the Amazing Spider-Man 36.
I feel like that's low in price.
Yeah. Under $500, you guys. You can find some great killer books for under $500. It's unbelievable.
Sean, did I ever tell you about the newsstand guy that I found in LA who was selling? He had a newsstand and he had a bunch of 90s books, newsstand versions that he put on the racks, and he was selling them like in bundles of 3. And I ended up grabbing like a bunch of stuff from that guy.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
This was a few years ago. But he had I grabbed 2 of these from him too as well. So
oh wow. God, yeah. That's a great book. And it means a lot. I mean, I know newsstand's got to be on the front of that. They can throw the barcode on the back just this one time.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. And to be honest with you, just because I don't know, history, I love it. Like I got a new copy of that to press or something from anybody. Grab a cross copy of that. I actually take a second and think about it. So.
Oh man, I'm stuck over here reading the live chat. All right, moving on. Here's some interesting books. Walt Disney's Dumbo. Okay, first Dumbo appearance. Beautiful cover. Killer cover. I told you guys, I've talked about it before. There's something about these old Disney books that I pull to. I gravitate towards, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just they look cool. They remind me of being a kid. I don't know, but 1941, first appearance of Dumbo, sold for $1,000, high grade. I don't know what that is, but looks nice. And then the Walt Disney's what is this, Vinny? Isn't it? We talked about this early on. This first Mickey Mouse.
This is his first comic book appearance.
Yeah. There
was a earlier book. I think it was called the Mickey Mouse book. I was actually just looking for it. It's from like 1931 or 32.
Yeah.
That preceded this, and then there was another regular book that came right after that. And there were other like Disney books with Mickey Mouse up until like 1939. So this is a later book, but this would be considered the first comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$7,000, 7,200, over 7,200. So two just beautiful books. I love them. And then this absolutely blew me away. 9/8 of Miss Marvel 18 sell for $1,200. That's always been a tough book to find, period. I get it. But I can't believe that is a $1,200 9/8. Unreal.
I think just going and buying like 9.8s of like a bunch of these characters would have been like a good investment.
No, it is now. Just go,
now.
Go right now and buy that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, think about this. So we've got all this, blah, 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 Dazzler, Taylor Swift, whatever. Imagine if, like, today on X-Men, J-Law got announced to play Mystique. What that book would be like, fucking, what, $3 or $4 grand? Because it already happened. Because it already happened. Yeah, because it already happened, people don't seem to care as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that hype excitement's gone.
Yeah.
I suppose. And I mean, she was a star. She was a star of one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So
unreal. All right, moving on. Clutch leaves right before I bring in the big guns. Void Rivals #1, the 1 in 100, signed and remarked by Daniel Warren Johnson, a 9/9, sold for $1,025.
So,
I mean, how do you beat that?
I think that's a decent price. I'm
want
not
it just
because
I want it, dude.
Yeah.
Does eBay Live sales show up like this, like standard listings? Because like didn't Clutch have a whole show where it was just
so
9/9s
these might
and
be
10s?
Clutch's shows. Are these Clutch's books? These might be Clutch's books. I'm not sure.
I don't know. There's a good chance that they're his books. That some of them are his books. I don't know if. I don't know. I'm trying to find one to put in the text. I don't know if they show up on there or not.
Because like whenever you click a buy it now, for instance, like on the eBay Live, it just takes you to their store and you just buy it. But I don't know how the auction part works.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a little weird. I just don't know how the sold go. Brian, I do have I did put a screen cap in our Google chat. I don't know if you want to do it right now, but that was definitely from Clutch's Live because I screen capped it myself.
Let me take a look. It went for 119. So
it's not one of the ones on there.
Okay.
It's the one that he showed tonight and just gave away. So
yeah,
it's a cool picture of him. So, but yeah, man. So yeah, the Void Rivals is great. I don't know. I love this whole series. Gonna be great. All this stuff.
So it won't be eBay Live. Okay.
Probably not. Yeah.
Well, there's the 10 from San Diego, the panel one, right? And then, the panel one's on the right, and then the one in the middle is the variant that they were giving out at the booth, right?
No, the one on the right was for sale. The one The sketch of the one on the right was the
Panel one.
Panel. Yeah.
Okay.
The sketch.
panel.
Okay.
One. Correct.
So a 10 of the Jetfires went for less than $600. It's pretty damn good. All right, and again, another book that Clutch should have been here for. The Walking Dead wine variant. Hell yeah, look at that. We just got a sub from Plushy Bear. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
New member, what's up?
Yeah.
If you start winning here, if you start winning here, we might think it's suspicious.
We pulled her in with the giveaway, but we already did it, so you're just a little too late. You could have won that too. The Walking Dead #1, the wine variant, last wine variant, and 9/8 signature series for 1,000, just under 1,000. This is another great, almost 10 book that we talked about a few weeks back. Very, very tough to get. And then an Invincible 1 signature series sold for $31.50.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. That's back up to
That's cool.
prices it should be, right? $4,000, right around $4,000.
Were blue labels at $3,000 at one point in time?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think they
for
were
sure.
close. Yeah, I think they were probably at $4,000 at one point in time.
Okay.
Yeah. They're probably still not far off, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't feel like signature series gets the premium that it used to, like even like 8 years ago. Just because everyone's signing everything nowadays, right?
I love
Yeah.
that. I won't
That's
miss
true.
the next one. I bet.
I don't know how tough the Corey Walker is, but like in all honesty,
Yeah.
I'm a jerk. I'd probably just left it at Kirkman.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
know
that
who
crow,
I am. I don't, I've known who I was for a while.
that crow sale is pretty heavy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Still, I don't think that's high at all.
It's not high, but it's
It
heavy.
doesn't come up.
It doesn't come up very often, yeah.
Look at all.
I think it sold for $10,000 during the
I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
I think even higher.
But the Caliber Presents goes for even more, or what?
Less.
I don't think so.
Really?
Now with that cover, man. Yeah.
That is good to know. You know why? Because I bought a Caliber Presents back in the day, and the guy accidentally switched orders and sent me the Crow #1 CGC graded instead of the Caliber Presents. So I was always mad about that, but now I'm not mad. It's good to know.
The guy sent you money. That's what.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Years ago.
Nice, man. So we're
The guy
going
tried to bait and switch you and then ends up screwing himself.
Yeah.
April 2022, 14,400 on that Crow. So yeah, basically double. And we're going 2023 January 9,300, July 10,000.
Wow.
So it started out high and then it dipped down for a bit and now it's increasing back.
Oh, hey man, every once in a while, yeah.
Hey, listen, it's going to get worse, you guys.
down.
It's going to get worse. I'm telling you. If you have some money that you put away waiting to spend on keys, you are a happy camper. Check out this Sonic book. Have you ever seen the Sonic book?
That's clutch too.
No.
I pressed it. That's all I know.
Is that clutch?
Yeah, I pressed it.
Sonic the Hedgehog Tangle and Whisper #0. A Spencer's.
It's a free comic book day. Oh no, it's not free. Okay, it's Spencer's, not free comic book day. Sorry.
That's crazy. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
When's the last time you walked into a Spencer's though?
God.
They sell new shit. No comment.
What
Do they still
sell new
exist?
shit? Oh, okay. All right. Damn. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that at that. Like we can't say people be fucking. Here's the
And
American
we're
Psycho.
monetized.
Yeah. Here's the American Psycho. Here's the problem. They called it a foil, and they said there was only 50, which there was only 50 of the metal, right?
I thought there was only 25 of the metal.
Okay.
But I heard there might be 50 of the foil. Is this the so? That's
I thought
the
it was
question.
50 and 1 in 50.
I don't know. I wasn't there, so
Yeah.
I keep on hearing both, so I don't know what's true and what's not anymore. But can you tell in this photo if it's because I saw the cell as well? Like we're all talking about it, right? But no one can tell if it's the foil one or if it's the metal one. Does it look metal to you?
Yeah, it looks metal. But I don't know what the foil looks like.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't tell.
Well, I'll tell you what pisses me off. That Young Avengers #1 Wizard World LA variant and a 9.8 selling for $300. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's just all down. I mean, all the Young Avengers is down. There's not a clear sign on. There is on some. I mean, we're gonna have Kate Bishop, but
I'm not selling mine, man. I'm not gonna sell it. I think
I don't blame you.
I think it's too easy a spec to jump back up. I'll put it in the dead spec box and wait on it.
Well,
I buy raws when I see them. They're at shows. I've been finding raws at shows for like $50 to $80 and 9.8 at some. So there you go.
I mean, I guess if the rumors are true at the end of Marvels, right, it'll tick back up.
I didn't see the rumors, but I'll take your word for it.
I'm
not. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna go see Marvels.
I'm
gonna. I love Marvel. I love comic book movies. I'm gonna support Marvels.
Yeah, so I mean,
don't
basically,
expect it to be even as good as 2 episodes of Loki, but
yeah, I mean, I guess the phrase would be to stay for the after credits, and it should tick the book up. Is what the rumor I heard, but I don't know how true that rumor is either, right?
Oh yeah, you can tell me off air. I don't want to ruin it for anybody listening.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't want to spoil it.
Yeah,
for people actually looking forward to it, but that's probably not our audience either.
Check out these dinosaur books,
which is sad.
We got Jungle Comics #11 and a 1.5 sold for $16.75. It's a killer old school cover. And Black Hole #4, The Whitman. I've always had this book in my head because of some Wizard article or something back in the day. I always know to look for this book. Super rare book. Sold for $300 raw. And Cave Woman 9.4, Cave Woman #1, first appearance of Cave Woman by Bud Root. 9.4 sold for $280. It's a cool book.
Dude, I honestly love Bud Root.
Yeah.
I think it I mean, Frank Cho.
Yep. I have
I don't
Frank
give
Cho
a fuck
did
what you say.
Yeah, he's a Bud Root.
Significant following from Bud Root. Bud Root also clearly, if you like art like this, he'll do the risque, whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean. If he clearly must have a thing with mycomicshop.com because they've been selling his art, even if it's just a drawing or something like that, and like funny shit, Cave Woman stuff, everything like that. mycomicshop.com. So if anybody's a Bud Root fan, you can go there. You can even just go to their search
I bet
bar.
you Steve Borox is a Bud Root fan.
There's no way he's not.
Yeah.
There's no way he's not.
So that's probably where all that is coming from.
Yeah, and search Bud Root. I just did it just because there's so many prints and stuff like that, and even they'll have new stuff. It's all signed. So if you like Bud Root, just check them out. I've always liked them. So
yeah, I agree.
All
right, I'm ready to piss some people off tonight. That middle book is gonna piss some people off. Another Star Wars 35-cent price variant for issue #4. This time, this is an 8.0, sold for $15.81. And then the Wolverine 102.5. Such a tough book to come by. Sold for $300. Somebody must have sniped that mofo quick like.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a tough book.
Is it like a Dynamic Forces book? Dynamic
I
Forces
feel like Nick Barucci had something to do with that originally. I feel like this is a Dynamic Forces book at one point in time. But let me it's either that or it was like a giveaway with the cards or something. Let's take a look at our trusty recalled comics. All right. 102.5 was a mail-away comic for Fleer trading cards produced by Marvels and apparently fits in between 102 and 103 for continuity purposes. Written by Dan Slott with art by Mark Buckingham and a Boris Vallejo cover.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. Super rare, man. They also had signed ones, I think, at one point. Let me see here. Note that there is also a Wizard Authentic variant of this comic, which sports a holographic logo on the cover and is signed by Boris Vallejo and comes with a Wizard COA. The signed one made me think maybe it was Dynamic Forces, but damn cool book, man. Damn cool book. Tough. And then somebody went crazy. Some big Deadpool fan out there. That 102 sold for $250. Wow. Some Deadpool fan out there was over it. He's like, fuck this. I'm done being a Deadpool fan anymore. I'm selling all my stuff. He sold his Siege number 3, the J. Scott Campbell variant, for $15.50. And then he dropped all of his Wolverine number 1s. Yeah. He said, I am done with being a Deadpool fan. I'm selling all my comics. Same guy sold all his comics. So,
which guy was it?
It was this guy. He was a Deadpool fan. It was all Deadpool stuff that he sold. He sold all the variants.
All his lots were like Deadpool lots, and then he had like 3 listings, or was it 3 or 5 listings of this?
Yeah,
it was something crazy. Sold mine too. I sold my copy of this to a guy just like that, like years ago. I wonder if this is one of them.
Yeah, could be. He sold a lot of them.
It's like the Deadpool guy or some shit.
And he sold that one on the right at the same time.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Which I've never owned.
All right. How about this one? Cobra number 19. The rare retailer incentive variant, super rare book. This is the poster variants they were doing at the time, and Stein talks about this book like it's the Holy Grail. So that's how rare it is. So
our friend Martian in here had some, and I did get the ability to press them, but I'll tell you what, that is a tough press. And probably not too many of those in good shape. A 9.8 on that, you walk away $2,000 on a 9.8 on that without checking prices. I'm gonna tell you right now, you probably got a good deal.
Yeah. This Atomic Bomb number 1 was interesting. Atomic Bomb number 1, never seen that. 1945. Looks like he's out of shape. Right? Doesn't look like a superhero. He looks like me.
He looks like an atomic bomb.
Yeah. Sold for $500 for an 8.5.
1945. You thought maybe it had sold better. Maybe the character would have been a little earlier.
Yeah. Critical Role, the Vox Machina Origins number 1, the ECC variant, and the CGC 9.6 sold for $380. I've never seen that book. So new to me. Some couple DC Universe variants in high grade sold this week. Justice League 69 sold for $320, and the Green Lantern 51, the second print multi-pack edition, sold for $287. That's a tough book.
I love it.
Yep.
Any of those, man. I don't care. Any Doomsday book still sells for good money. Just does my heart good. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. And look at the price on the Pop Kill number 4 first print Hughes variant. Remember how we were talking about the other week how the other one sold and this one would have sold for way more? Wrong. This one sold for $333.
That seems like a reasonable price to buy in if you want it
all day.
If you want one, if you want one and don't have one, right?
Yeah.
Or if you're looking to add more to your collection,
and it's already signed.
Yeah. Well, that probably deter like
You
that
can send
probably
it
like
into CBCS. They just put out
yeah,
a new case.
but who wants that new label?
I know.
Yeah, it's like a deterrent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that pop kill is crazy. Cerberus, an OG, real, 6.0. They're saying 6.0 to 6.5, sold for $14.58. Super rare book right there.
I don't even think
real uncounterfeit.
uncounterfeit is not even a word.
I
What
know.
is it?
That
It is
makes
now.
It makes it seem like it's counterfeit now.
Yeah, this is not a real. I don't know. This is weird.
Or it's almost like that double negative, positive negative. Like I have no idea if it's real or not real now.
It is now. It's a word now.
It's uncounterfeited, unreal, right?
Yeah. A dragonfly. The dragonfly was always such a cool thing to me because it had the coolest pilot, and Wild Bill was such a cool character in the cartoon. And I remember the dragonfly was so cool because it had the trigger on it. You could make the rotors spin. I thought that was amazing. $2,225 for a sealed dragonfly.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then we've talked about it before, but it is probably the worst G.I. Joe toy ever put out. And that is the Cobra Law Team, or Cobra La Cobra Law Team. Isn't that what they did? They would always go la 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 la. Or am I just am I just is that man, am I, what do they call that where you think of something that isn't
Mandela
Mandela effect?
effect.
Did I just have a Mandela effect? Didn't
like
those things run around and go Cobra la 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 la?
No, you just had a
Richard Simmons
psychedelic.
headbands.
I think you just had a psychedelic flashback. was
Yeah, it
what
could
we
be
just
that,
witnessed.
Yeah, it
Just
could be
got the
that too.
mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, the worst toy ever put out because the Globulus is terrible and the Nemesis Enforcer's wings were absolutely horrible. They should have been huge and badass, and they weren't. But $365 for it. $365.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if Real Fake Comics sold that Cerebus book.
Oh, really?
No, I'm
Nice.
just joking. He said, but he was saying yes, they did do that. La,
Oh.
la, 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 la.
Yeah. G.I. Joe, we talked about Night Force last week. Here's some more just loose figures from that run. Sold for $270 for 6 of them. And this figure is crazy. I've never seen this figure. It is the repeater figure, but he has a couple of paint variations, and they put a mustache on him that looks like a total mustache that you would think a person from Brazil would have back in the 80s. You know what I mean? Like if you can zoom in on a thing, you would know what I'm talking about. And he came with a bear as the animal instead of the dog like Mutt. He has a bear. But the reason why I know it's repeater is because that is the coolest gun setup on any Joe ever. It had this little thing that attached to his belt, and he would hold it like this, and it just fit perfectly in their arms. And that was the coolest thing about playing with G.I. Joes, is setting them up with their guns, you know? And it was just perfect. But I've never seen this one with the bear and the Brazilian mustache. Sold for $220. And then this next one is the stealth fighter that G.I. Joe put out in 1988, the Phantom X-19. I know because I had one. Damn right I did. I had every cool G.I. Joe thing except the aircraft carrier. I was very lucky as a kid. My parents just bribed me with G.I. Joes. And the reason why I love this thing is because it was stealth with neon green missiles. So it wasn't that stealth, because you see those things from a mile away. And it sold for $2,176. Some more
Lord of Brooklyn,
Joes.
I was gonna say, Lord of Brooklyn, as someone that has viewed Nate's collection, he does have all those items,
Yeah.
and they're all graded by AFA. Also,
So we talked about the European Special Mission team last week. Well, here's the Special Mission Brazil team, where they did repaints on a bunch of figures. Loose with cards, sold for $355. The Terradrome, check this out. This is the Terradrome in immaculate condition with all the instructions, the fire bat, everything. just unbroken, complete, sold for $1,100. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
I have never seen this Star Wars poster, and I want one now. This is badass. It says it's Empire Strikes Back foil movie poster. Is this a Mondo poster? Is this an original poster? I need to find out because I have to have one of these. This would look so badass framed in like a black, shiny frame, really nice black frame. Beautiful. So if anybody knows, let me know.
That'd be a cool comic cover since they're doing the movie frame posters anyways.
Yeah.
No.
2 of the Pokemon Game Boy games, and Vinny, you were talking about synchronicity, man. It follows us.
Yeah.
You got the yellow, which you were talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
A Wada 9.4 sold for $32.50. And then the what is that? Fire Red? Was that the original red, or was this a new one that they made?
No, that's a different one. And then I think it was the one for the Game Boy, and then it was the Player's Choice is like a reprint, like a reissue.
Gotcha.
Oh, and it's for Game Boy Advance, which was a different handheld system.
Yeah.
So $13.50 on that one. Deion Sanders. All right, this is crazy cool. The ticket stub from when Deion Sanders played 2 sports in one day, October 11th, 1992. This is the football ticket stub, the Falcons versus Dolphins. This would be cool to own if you went and found the baseball one, right? If you could find the baseball one too and put it together, it will go together like a Zelda Master Sword type or like a Triforce.
Dude, somebody's literally trying to do that.
I know. It's cool.
But is the goal to get matching grades on the tickets as well?
It's a PSA 3. I don't think you care about the grades with a PSA 3.
Yeah, with tickets, I mean, Immaculate's the best, but
very rare. Jesse's putting up Jesse got this crazy collection in, and he's just putting up just random ticket stubs, and they're selling for $110. Like Ohio State versus Penn State in 1953, and it'll sell for
I'm getting ready to send these out for Josh, like his Taylor Swift tickets, like no joke. Like he's sending them PSA. Like one's a football ticket actually, where it's like her first like NFL performance, which was apparently at a Lions Miami Dolphins game in 2006. So
her first appearance at a Travis Kelce game,
right?
Brian, I didn't show you this, but I got a Tom Brady debut.
Oh wow,
nice.
Bro. That's amazing.
Is it a stub or is it a full?
Stub. It's a stub. Yeah.
Stub, I thought it was
amazing.
A fumble.
So yeah.
Dude.
Yo, by the way, guys, I almost got on a Jordan rookie ticket. I was looking at it. The price was extremely reasonable. And this person on eBay, they listed it just so everybody knows and they don't get caught like this. They were like, hey, in the thing, it said, email us if you want to buy it, right? And so I emailed them and they were like, we'll put up an eBay link for you to buy. What's your email? Or we'll send it to your email. So they, I didn't get it the first couple times. And I was like, all right, well, this is not even my email that's associated with my eBay account. Why don't you send it to that one? And I guess they tried to send it there. It didn't go through. And then I was like, what's so hard about you sending the eBay listing to this email account? Like, I don't understand what's going on. They sent it to me the next day. It was a fake eBay page.
Wow.
With like, the only thing that made me catch it was when you go to check out, it was prompting you to put in your address. And I was like, why would it make me do that? So be careful, guys. Be careful. Because if you're moving fast and you think you got a good deal, like you might get caught slipping. So I was like,
yeah, would have got my mom good, dude.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. But it was crazy because if you clicked on other parts of the page, it would go nowhere. Like it would go back to the front page. Like it wouldn't do what you thought it should do. Like if you were looking for different items or anything like that, it would just stay on that one static page. So.
Was he also a prince?
What's that?
Was he also a prince?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
This is the Gorillas Kid Robot set, and they did they only do one set, and were they two-tone like this, or was this a separate set?
No, they did a few different sets of these. This is the CMYK version.
Okay.
That Kid Robot did early on. They did big ones and they did smaller ones like this. And yeah, I mean these are like one of the early Kid Robot sets of toys that they did.
That's cool.
Yeah.
These Resident Evil 3 figures sell for a grip. A bunch of them sold this week, and this is one that sold for a ridiculous amount. Nemesis sold for $360. The Santa Cruz blind bags are still selling. This one's still sealed, and it sold for $420, of course. Star Wars Power of the Force. So this Power of the Force 2 run is usually just not worth anything. But sometimes you'll find certain figures that are. And some of these freeze frame figures are rare, and there's also some rare variants in there that we'll go over at some time. But the freeze frame Weequay figure, I guess, sells for a lot. As you can see, this is a AFA 85 sold for $282. And then, you guys, the comic packs are still getting big money for certain Star Wars comic packs. This is the Keldroma and XR Kun figure pack, sold for $455. Nice. And then I love this Slightly Stupid poster with Slightly Stupid and Sublime in Rome. I could care less about Slightly Stupid, but I love how it's a Jabba the Hutt just fucking token away. So it's pretty interesting. Sold for $80.50.
Oh, with Atmosphere. Nice.
All right. Yeah, Atmosphere is badass.
Yeah.
Shout out to Slug. These Ben 10 figures are expensive. A bunch of them sold this week. Yeah, like 10 of them sold this week. And as you can see, they get decent money.
Wow.
8 Mile, the graded sealed cassette. It's graded a 7 by AMG, sold for $146. And then Nirvana in Utero cassette, graded a 9, I think, by IGS, sold for $386. Speaking of Nirvana, how about a Kurt Cobain Polaroid? And it looks like he's holding his daughter, and it looks like he's sitting next to Courtney Love, which is crazy. So sold for $600.
That's kind of like a really sort of like important photo.
Yeah.
$600.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who thinks they did good for $600 did not do good.
Yeah.
They needed to add the tagline, taken by Andy Warhol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything other than just Kurt Cobain Polaroid. Like,
Yeah.
unless you're someone who is such a fan that you only search for Kurt Cobain. You know what I mean?
It's a cool thing
You gotta
to
put
have.
in like put in Nirvana. I mean, anything you type in the
Kurt
search
Cobain,
stuff.
Polaroid, Nirvana, one of a kind, $50 million, make an offer.
Yeah.
Courtney Love, like,
This is kind of cool.
Killer.
I was a huge Nine Inch Nails fan during this time period during the 2000s.
Fragile album.
Oh, dude, everything after everything from Fragile on are my favorite Nine Inch Nails stuff. But I am a disillusioned Nine Inch Nails fan now because Trent Reznor is becoming one of the biggest pussies in the world. But I do think this is super cool. Absolute Nothing poster from the Fragility tour. Fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
So for $2,550.
That was my favorite Nine Inch Nails album.
Oh, bro.
Dude, I was in high school and I'm in the 90s. I'm going by the gym, right? I think I'm a freshman, right? And so I'm walking down and I hear, "Hey, ask him, he'll know." And it's like 4 or 5 black dudes, and they're like, "Hey man, what's NIN mean?" I was like, 9 Inch Nails, it's a band. They're like, "Oh, okay." Because that year, all of a sudden, everybody in school had an NIN t-shirt.
Yeah.
Ask him, he'll know.
That's funny. This is super cool. 1968 Coca-Cola Aretha Franklin original store standee. So it was just like a store that they put in like the corner stores, or you see they got those standees for promotional items. But this is one for Coca-Cola, and it's got that psychedelic art with Aretha Franklin. This right here is history. Also, this is super cool. So for less than $500 for this is bonkers to me. $227. So. And then I would love to own this. It's a big, huge horror poster. Astounding. It's called The Astounding. Oh, wait. Dr. Dracula's Living Nightmare from the 1950s. Look at that, dude. It's got the eyes. It's got the chick, the hot chick. It's got the head, severed head, the graveyard. Like, that is a badass 1950s movie horror poster right there. $550. It's probably massive, too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got a couple more here. We have got this crazy original concert club ticket books. Let's see what's in this. All right, let's take a look here. Some cool stickers. You got Descendants. You've got, I'm trying to see here. You can't really check. I can't really see very well. But a
Is
bunch
that middle
of
one a ticket too?
Let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's anybody. But look at these old tickets, man. Old school Circle Jerks flyer.
Are they inside a
Replacements.
sleeve or did they paste them on there?
So no, they're these old school photo things. They had like an acetate that you would pick up and you'd put them in there, and that just kind of holds it in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, like those old photo albums.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say, man, they really messed these up.
But that'd be the most punk thing to do, right?
Yeah.
Paste them in your journal.
Absolutely.
7 seconds. That's cool.
Oh, nice. Classic.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, Bad Brains.
So I should have
Bad
done this
Brains.
instead of taping them to my fucking wall, huh?
Dude, this is crazy, and they're still full. The Dead Milkmen, Butthole
Anybody
Surfers,
see Operation Ivy play last week in a backyard?
the Circle Jerks. Look at that
You got to see Op Ivy, you said?
in the backyard.
Me? No, I'd be
Oh.
in tears. I wouldn't even be able to get off the floor.
Suicidal tendencies.
No, they happen. Aaron, I'll send you. I'll send it to you,
That's
Black
cool.
Flag.
or go through my story.
Okay.
I think I posted in less than the last 24 hours.
All right.
REM.
Yeah, I'll check when we get off air so I can hear it too.
Billy Idol. The Go-Go's.
I was singing along on the toilet.
The Pretenders.
Instagram, baby.
This is nuts, dude. The Circle Jerks. X.
So I got to see the Circle Jerks like
The
years later,
Ramones.
like on one of their reunion tours. Keith
Uh-huh.
Morris still goes insane on
Yeah.
stage. It's
Oh.
like
U2.
I mean, even though he's just like a beach bum or whatever, like he's fucking amazing. Like once he gets that mic, and then
Dead
like
Kennedys.
oh
The Who.
Dude, a friend of mine photographed their show like 2 years ago professionally.
uh
Holy shit, dude. She showed me these pictures. Yeah,
Devo.
they go fucking
Like,
hard. I was not
it-
able to be there.
Iggy
yeah. I
Pop.
mean, because like he'll hit himself in the head. Like he has like super long dreadlocks now, and like he's
Yeah.
running on stage. Like yeah, I'm
Dude,
sure
this
like
is-
she captured. Yeah.
This is amazing. It keeps going. Sold for $631.
Wow.
Fuck that, dude. You sold your soul for that.
Uh-huh. I wouldn't have done that.
Okay. I would have been like, all right, screw this. If somebody wants what I did for like $15,000 and I need the money, okay.
It looks like
You
it was
don't-
a
you don't-
estate sale place. Relocating Relics is the name of the
Oh
place.
yeah.
Oh my
Estate
god.
sale. Yeah.
So clearly this person died of a heroin overdose. Fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, check out this freaking poster, dude. This is a 9 Inch Nails poster from 2014. Look at this, dude.
Wow. That's cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Amazing. Sold for $581. Just beautiful. Signed too. Out of 400. That's cool. Check this out. Magnum PI figure. Tell me this isn't an early G.I. Joe. It's the same as G.I. Joe. Look at that. It's a straight arm G.I. Joe. It's crazy. But it's Magnum
That's
PI.
funny.
$202. All right. I've never seen this. Have you guys ever seen this?
Yeah.
What is it?
So that drawing of the turtles is the first drawing of that Eastman and Laird worked on together. Like it's on like a lot of their merch and stuff like that.
Wow.
What a crazy figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess it's like for those hardcore turtle fans that know. The only reason why I found out was I sat in a panel with Kevin Eastman, and I got to hear him talk about that. And he had hats with that drawing on it, and then everyone asked him what that drawing was, and so that was the first drawing ever of a turtle.
Wow.
I forget which turtle it was. I think
It's like
Ralph.
Michelangelo because it's got nunchucks.
Oh, okay.
But look at that, $785 for this thing. Mondo put it out. This is cool. This is one of the greatest, amazing first appearance of Punisher variant covers of all time, and I'll tell you why. This right here. Look at that. That's sick. That is sick, dude. How it's like darkened gray. That looks so badass.
Mm-hmm.
Well, are we sure that Clayton Crane didn't draw over it? Yeah,
right. Amazing Spider-Man 129, the Brazilian edition. Sold for $400. 3.5. It's my favorite one. Arcade Kings. This is just smart to me. This was such a good idea. Whoever thought of it, great idea. Arcade Kings blank of #1, and they had somebody sketch the Mike Tyson from Punch Out on there. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right. I don't know what the deal with this is, but it sounds pretty amazing. This is a proof ticket of the Jesse Owens 200 meters at the 1936 Olympic trials, which, as you guys know, is probably one of the most historic events ever to get to the 1936 Olympics, right? And run and win in front of the biggest racist in the planet, right? This is a pretty, look how beautiful this ticket is, dude.
What a grade.
So what's the deal with it?
It's a
real fucking ticket?
Yeah, 1936 U.S. Olympic trials. So I think it's to get into the Olympics. Track and field where
not valid admission.
Yeah.
So this is what they
used to make the ticket, printer. I guess. Yeah.
No, I read something about these. I can't remember what it is. Man. No, it's not. They didn't make the ticket from it, but it's something else. It was just like an unused, like they didn't use it for anything. Like if you notice, there's no row or seat number on there. So
yeah,
I think it just was like an unprinted ticket or something like that. Yeah.
Where it's like uncirculated.
Yeah.
Okay. Sold for $1,000. It's just graded a full and authentic. It didn't get a number grade. They take forever to grade tickets, man. It's ridiculous.
So long.
Yeah.
So long.
America's Best Comics #1. This is an absolutely beautiful comic book. Absolutely gorgeous, man. Sold for $4,000. Just beautiful, dude.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, the cover is amazing. The way the trade dress is, the design, everything about this book is gorgeous. $4,000.
That's cool. Yeah.
This is another gorgeous book, gorgeous cover. All-Star Comics #34, 1947. First appearance of the Wizard. And look at this. Not too bad. Crazy cover. It's only sold for $382. Beautiful book. Star Wars Return of the Jedi from Dark Horse, 1995. It's the Prestige, I think, format comic. Signed by David Barclay, Jeremy Bullock, Anthony Daniels, Peter Mayhew, Ian McDermott, Mike Quinn, Tim Rose, Deep Waugh, and Billy D. Williams. Look at all these signatures. $700. Still a 9.8 too.
Seems like a lot of work for only $700.
I agree. All right, this
I
is
feel like some of those
crazy.
signatures don't even cover all that, right?
Yeah.
Like some of those names he read off, I was like,
So this is absolutely gorgeous. This is let's see here.
Wait, did you say Hamill was on that Return of the Jedi autograph? Like
So
Mark
this
Hamill?
is Nightwing, page 3. Who's the artist for this? Blackest Night. All right, and this is this? Who is this? Who did? Can you look this up real quick, somebody for me? Nightwing, page 3, Blackest Night. Nightwing, Blackest Night, Batman, number 3, interiors. Oh, I got it right here. Kubert did the cover. So would it be Ardian Saif that did the interiors?
Yeah.
Okay. Look
And
how
Vicente
beautiful.
Cifuentes.
Dude, look how beautiful this is. And let me tell you what this page is. This is the page where Nightwing as Batman swings with his dead parents. Look at this. How fucking creepy and crazy is that? Look at how beautiful that art is.
I would purchase.
Are you kidding me?
Purchase.
That is absolutely amazing. Sold for $349. That is so beautiful, dude. That is so
Dude,
gorgeous.
pay for the frames, make it like just a sick display.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. And then finally, how about a little Clone Wars 1 and 2
Wow. Yeah.
newsstands?
How much did it sell for?
$2,000.
Oh wow.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah, number one,
What's
one
this
and
gotta be?
2.
What-
Do you
what,
remember the
4
one we
pictures?
saw?
Oh, what's number
This-
2? Who cares though?
The full set, didn't that only sell for like $600 or something
Yeah.
like that?
Dude, but they were trash. But this is pretty
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
A little whitening on that bottom
On the-
right corner.
Yeah. $2,000 sold for. Nobody's gonna get this one. Somebody got it first, and that is the market report for October 18th.